Hey parents, I just thought it would be helpful for me to send a video to talk about the scores that are going to be coming home on Thursday in their Thursday folders. We took our benchmark last week for math and reading. Both results will come home on Thursday. I know that whenever we send results home, sometimes the scores can be confusing. So I thought that I would take a few minutes just to send a video to talk about your child's score and what you can do at home in order to help them be more successful. So I am going to show you, this is what it will look like right here. The purple line is your student. The orange line is going to be Crandall, or actually Wilson, and then the green is going to be our district. So you can kind of see your child compared to others in our school and then also our district. As you can see right up here, it is going to have the score. I know it's backwards, but this one is 78, and I'll talk about scores in just a minute and what they mean. As you go farther down, you can see all these numbers and then what's next to it. Those are our objectives, and this test tested everything that we are supposed to learn in third grade. So there are about 3 skills that we have not covered. They were tested on them, but it was those questions were thrown out for now because we haven't learned about those yet. So, but this sheet does actually have all of it on there. If you can see right real close, they're red. So what you are going to be looking for are the ones that are red. Those are the ones that your child should be working on at home or working on them at school as well. It'll say exactly the number, and it will say if they missed 1 out of 2 questions, or if they missed all of the questions. So those are definitely the ones that we need to be working on. So look for this in their folders whenever they come home on Thursday. So let's talk about STAR and what the grade actually means. So there are actually 3 different levels of passing STAR. There's approaches, there's meets, and there's masters. So I'm going to turn this around right here. I have this pulled up on my computer screen. So we have in math, we have approaches in third grade is 52%. I know that that seems really low, but that is what the state says is the passing standard. Now, it is the approaching standard, so we do want them to be over here more in the meets. So approaches means that they got a lot of the content in third grade, but they're still going to have some gaps going into 4th grade. So we would like for them to be more over here in this area or this area. So let's go on over. So this is meets, and meeting would be about a 76. So if they make a 76 or higher, then they're considered meeting grade level. That's exactly where they should be, and that is our goal for every student. If we go on over here, if they make an 89 or higher, they're considered mastering. So they got almost everything they should have gotten, and they are good to go for 4th grade. So let's just talk about, I know there's a lot of misconceptions about STAR. STAR is basically just an end of the year test. So if they learned what they should have learned in 3rd grade, then they'll do fine. They'll be at least at meets. I am not as concerned with passing and failing. What I'm concerned with is growing. So if your child made a 30 on our last test and they made a 52 on this test, then we celebrate because they grew and that they're showing progress. Same thing with STAR. So this test that we took last week was actually a STAR test from last year. And if they made a 57 this time, they're actually considered approaching, but my goal for them is to in the next few months to get them up to meeting, and that is where this next step comes in play. So I wanted to show you on if you have a computer at home how to log into ClassLink. You can go to, I'm going to just turn this around, Crandall ISD. I'm already there, but I'm going to back up a little bit. You just go to Crandall ISD. And then you click on, let's see, parents. Oh, let's see. Actually, it's under staff because we use this as well. You can go to class link. And I did my daughter. So it is the first and last name. And then the password is the birthday. So the password is going to be the 2-digit month, the 2-digit day, and the 4-digit year. So we sign in. And there are lots of resources on this page. The one that I would recommend is Study Island. Study Island is a math program that Wilson purchased this year, and it is it correlates really well with what we are learning. So over here, let me make sure. You are going to click on Texas Programs. You will click on 3rd grade TEKS Mastery and STAR Preparation, and then math right here. And then it will come up. The numbers that I mentioned earlier that are in red on this report, you're going to look at those numbers over here. So, for example, if my daughter needed to work on 3.3F, this is 3.3F, she would just click on it over here, and it gives her the option to do the lesson or work on flashcards. If there are some others, some options, it depends on what the teacher has set it to. I have set mine to, they can play the game, do the lesson, or flashcards. So this is a very, really good program, and it will help them work on exactly what they need to help them be more successful. So anyway, this is stuff that we usually go over in conferences. I thought that this would be more beneficial and less time consuming. So of course, if you would like to have a conference, we're always open to that. Just let me know and I will let you know my conference times. But I'm hoping that this was very helpful so you can read the report and also know how to help your child at home with their individual goals. If you have any questions, please let me know, and hope you enjoy the video.